I sent over 200 cold emails and DMs throughout the last 2 weeks, and majority of them got ignored. But those mistakes led to 4 key lessons that eventually got me my first $5,000 client project. So if you're doing cold outreach right now, maybe this could help you save a couple weeks. Everyone says that cold outreach is just a numbers game. Send more, follow up more, be persistent. Yeah, I did that. 107 emails and 77 LinkedIn DMs. And after analyzing everything that I've done so far, I made 4 key changes. And takeaway number 4 is literally what helped me land my first client. So here's what actually worked. I sent over 107 emails. Guess how many responses I got? 0. Yeah, a big fat 0. Then I sent 77 LinkedIn DMs, 27 connections, 10 replies, and 3 calls. Same offer, different platform, completely different outcome. Why? So if your audience isn't active on the platform that you're cold outreaching, doesn't matter how great your message is, no one's going to respond, unfortunately. Okay, so I think in terms of the key takeaway after sending 100 emails and close to 100 LinkedIn DMs is that make sure that you know where your target audience lives. So in my sense, I was targeting boutique consulting firms. I was sending to company inboxes, which looking back did not make any sense because first of all, no founders would be checking that inbox. It would usually be assistants or employees, and chances are they're not going to relay that email to the founder, let alone getting a response back. However, on LinkedIn, it's a whole different story. It is your opportunity to have your interaction with a CEO or a decision maker one-on-one. You're able to craft your message well enough to grasp their attention, then there is a greater chance for you to land a client. Okay, so once I hit the 30 email mark, I kept on pushing. I kept on sending more emails all the way to, I believe, like 70-ish, because I thought consistency just meant pushing through. However, what I forgot about is feedback, reflection. If one strategy does not work after 30 tries, chances are it's not a great strategy. If something clearly isn't working, don't double down blindly. Don't be like me, sending out 30 emails, getting no responses, and I'm like, hey, maybe because it's a number issue, gotta send out more emails with no responses. Make sure that you take a step back, reflect whether or not your approach is correct. It could be, hey, are you sending it on the right platform? Or is it the audience that you need to change? Or is it the positioning, the framing, and also the offer that you're proposing? So there are a lot of components that you need to consider and make sure that you know what you're doing. And if it works, make sure to double down. Okay, this changed everything. When you are cold outreaching, you are talking to people who A, haven't thought about hiring you, B, don't see the issue that you're trying to solve, and C, aren't actively looking. So of course they ignore, hey, want me to design or redesign your website? Well, what actually worked for me is that you always need to provide more value before actually pitching. So for example, I will audit one specific section of your website, point out a clarity gap in your hero section, or rewrite one headline, suggest a better CTA, no pitch at all, just some value. And here's what I realized. If you provide so much value upfront, they almost feel obligated to reply. Not because they owe you, money, but it's because they see you put in the real effort. So if you want to see an exemplar, here you go, probably over here in this corner. But this was the video that I sent to the ex-CMO of Cluely, Daniel Min, for his marketing agency. And as a result, I was able to get a response, which was crazy. And he also gave me his number for any further contact. So make sure you have that leap of faith, but also put in that extra work and research for your future client. Because at minimum, they will say thank you. And sometimes they might refer you to someone, and sometimes they might book you a call. You're not convincing them that you're good, you are demonstrating it. Okay, this is something that I learned from Alex in one of his videos. I forgot which video, but honestly, all of his videos are really, really good. But instead of pitching your services directly, which makes people, quite defensive because essentially you are pitching, right? And in return, they need to purchase something from you. Ask for help, especially from your warm connections. So instead of, hey, do you need a website redesign? Try, I'm helping boutique consulting firms improve conversion on their websites. Do you know anyone who might need this? Two things might happen. Number one, they will refer you to someone. Number two, they realize that they might need it themselves. But when you ask for help, people tend to lean in. You sound more authentic and less pitchy. So this shift alone played a huge role to help me land my first $5,000 client. If you're building something and you're cold outreaching just like me to land your first client, make sure to subscribe and follow along.